From afar, this looks like a battleship standing in the sea, but actually, this is a small city which today is completely ruined. At one time, on this small island, more than 5,000 people lived, and it was not only Japan's, but also the world's most densely populated city. There were apartments here whose concrete has now decayed and rotted. People's belongings are still present here today. It seems as if the residents left everything behind and fled. There were schools here where once children's voices echoed, hospitals, town halls, swimming pools, shops, and cinemas, all the facilities that a city should have. But today this entire island, the whole city, presents the look of a deserted ghost town. But why? Why, out of thousands who once lived here, today not a single one lives here? What happened here that Japan kept tourists away from this island for 35 years? This island is called Hashima Island. It is located in the South China Sea. Oh, because the shape of this island looks like a battleship, it is also called Battleship Island. In this part of the sea, there are about 500 such islands with no population. But Hashima Island played a very big role in boosting Japan's economy, and its most special thing was coal mining. In the past 150 years of history, around the bottom of the sea near this island, 165 million tons of coal were extracted. So much coal. In the 1800s, the people living on Hashima Island found coal scattered on the ground. At first, they did not know its value, but then an accident revealed its heating properties to a man named Gehi. After that day, the people of Takashima Island started gathering coal to keep their homes warm. Gradually, by 1850, Nagasaki had become an international shipping port. It was a stopover port between America and China, where international cargo sailing ships had to stop. Western countries, i.e. Great Britain and USA, were replacing their sailing ships with steam engines, which required only one thing: coal. When those ships used to stop at Nagasaki port, they needed coal for refueling, and this coal was scattered a little distance away on Takashima Island. As coal demand kept increasing, the island's people started extracting it properly from the land. Soon, coal on the surface of Takashima finished. Then they turned to nearby islands, including Hashima Island. To fulfill the high coal demands, manual labor was insufficient. Thus, in the 19th century, Mitsubishi decided to properly start coal mining on Hashima Island. Mitsubishi built houses for workers here and built a seawall around the island to protect it from ocean waves. That's why today, the island looks like a ship. In 1916, around 3,000 workers lived here, extracting 150 tons of coal annually. Because of Hashima Island's small size, living space was very limited. Thus, Mitsubishi built reinforced concrete residential complexes, but still, they were too small for workers. After that, the coal production on Hashima Island reached 410,000 tons annually and kept increasing daily. In 1959, the island's total population was 5,200. Now, looking at it, the island's total area is just 11 acres. If we do simple math, about 335 people live per acre. Such a dense population has never been found anywhere else in the world. For comparison, China's current population density is about 84 people per acre. On Hashima Island, people had to sleep practically stacked together. Talking about the mines, inside Hashima mines, the temperature was 5 degrees Celsius with 95% humidity. Working in such harsh conditions was never without danger. Many workers lost their lives on Hashima Island. During and even before World War II, Chinese and Korean prisoners were forcefully made to work in the mines, for which Japan is still criticized globally. That's why, after World War II, when the Japanese Empire collapsed to improve its image, Japan built many facilities for workers on Hashima Island, like cinemas, gymnasiums, schools, and entertainment centers. All these facilities were kept free for workers, but workers had to contribute to the island's maintenance. Fresh drinking water was initially brought from mainland Japan, but later, undersea water pipelines were laid connecting to mainland Japan. In the 1960s, Hashima Island's coal was declared commercially dead. Oil started replacing coal. Due to this, coal demand started decreasing internationally. Slowly, coal mines began closing. Hashima Island was isolated. Also, tsunamis and sea storms were common in the South China Sea. Although Mitsubishi had built protective seawalls, they often broke due to storms, adding extra maintenance costs. Because of all these difficulties, Hashima Island was no longer profitable. In 1970, Mitsubishi laid off 2,000 workers or adjusted them in other facilities. Finally, on January 15, 1974, the company officially closed Hashima Island. Without jobs and employment, thousands of workers left Hashima overnight. In Hashima's history, entire generations had grown up here, but they had to leave all memories behind. Today, Hashima Island had strict punishments for theft. Some say Japan wanted to hide the true horrors of forced labor camps from the world. But Japan says those rules were made to stop theft on the island. Hashima Island was abandoned and became quite famous as a ghost town, especially among those who were fascinated by ghost towns and ruined islands. It was officially opened to tourists later. Officials tried many times to repair the buildings, but the reinforced concrete had rotted badly, and due to harsh weather conditions, it was not possible to do so. Many buildings collapsed due to typhoons, and others are close to collapsing. Only a small part of the island has been repaired, and tourists are allowed only up to that area. The ghost town's location also attracts filmmakers. In 2009, the Life After People TV series was shot here. In 2011, many thrilling scenes of James Bond's Skyfall movie were also shot here. Japan requested to add Hashima Island to UNESCO's World Heritage Site list, but South Korea, North Korea, and the Chinese government strongly opposed it. They said it disrespected the feelings of survivors who were forcefully made to work inside the mines. Finally, a compromise was reached that Japan would accept that forced labor occurred here around 1940, and it would be mentioned in the heritage site's history. We hope you will like and share this video from Old Talks. Thank you. See you in the next wonderful video.